This video is to look at function compositions with an absolute value function. So we have our two functions, f of x equals absolute value of x plus 2, and our g of x is 3x plus 7. And we want to first do f of g of x. I would suggest first rewriting this to be f with parentheses g of x. And remember, when we're doing function compositions, we're looking from the inside out. So our inside is g of x. Let's replace that g of x with what we know g of x to be. So this would be f of 3x plus 7. Now, this is telling us to take 3x plus 7 and substitute that into f of x. So our f of x is absolute value of x plus 2. Our absolute value of x plus 2. Now, instead of having the x, we're putting in that g of x function, which is 3x plus 7. Now, one thing to remember with absolute values is that anything that's inside that absolute value has to kind of stay like that. You can't add like terms. For example, we're not going to add the 7 and the 2 together because that 7 is inside the absolute value. So because of that, this is our answer. Now let's see what this looks like doing the reverse. So g of f of x. Let's rewrite this as g parentheses f of x, or g of f of x. Starting from the inside, we're looking at our f of x function. So we've got g of f of x. Now f of x is absolute value of x plus 2. Okay, now this tells me to take that absolute value of x plus 2 and plug it into our g of x function. Our g of x is 3x plus 7. Everywhere there's an x, I'm going to put parentheses. So 3x plus 7. Then inside that parentheses, I'm putting that absolute value of x plus 2. Okay, now this is going to work a little differently than the f of g of x because I have something that I can distribute here. So this 3 can be distributed to that absolute value, but not on the inside of the absolute value. It would just kind of stay on the front as a coefficient. Okay, so this is going to be 3 absolute value of x. And then I'm going to distribute the 3 to the 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then I'm going to just bring down the plus 7. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to have 3 absolute value of x. And here I can add like terms because the 6 and the 7 are not within the absolute value. So 6 plus 7 is 13. And we get 3 absolute value of x plus 13 for our answer for this one.